Well, hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and followers of my channel, JC's Online English School. How are you today? Okay, today's Friday, and therefore we're going to have a level C1 advanced class. Okay, today is online class number 14. Okay, so once again, level C1 advanced, online class number 14, and today we're going to be talking about the dictionary of slang. Okay, slang, yes. Words that are used in countries that sometimes they don't have a good translation in other languages. But yes, we're going to learn today some of the most common slang words, both in England and in the States. Okay, there are many. I have selected just a few, but first of all, let me make sure we have a good connection. I believe we do. Okay, we have a good connection indeed. All right, so yes, welcome once again to JC's Online English School. All right, let me show you the transparency that shows you that you're welcome. Okay, so welcome to JC's Online English School. Today is Friday, okay, and therefore we have once again a C1 level class, an advanced level class. Okay, so I hope you like what I have prepared for you. All right, because I do it with all my love. Okay, so remember there are 6 English levels. Okay, A1 beginner, A2 elementary, B1 intermediate, B2 upper intermediate, C1 advanced, and C2 proficiency. And because today is Friday, we have a C1 advanced level class. Okay, remember every Friday we have a C1 class. On Thursdays we have a B2. On Wednesdays we have B1. On Tuesdays A2. And finally, at the beginning of the week, we have A1 on Mondays. Okay, all right. So, here is the date, as usual, okay? Remember, these classes are broadcasted live, okay? It is 4:15, actually 4:16 in the afternoon here in Madrid, Spain, the capital of Spain, where I'm broadcasting live for everybody. In most of your countries, probably early in the morning, but if you're watching the class right now, this time here in Spain, it is 4:16, actually 4:17 now already. And here's the date. Today is Friday, the 4th of December, 2020. That is the way British say it. Today is Friday, the 4th of December, 2020, whereas Americans usually say today is Friday, December 4th, 2020. Okay. All right, like I said yesterday and the day before, the Christmas time is around the corner. Let's see how we celebrate Christmas this year with all the pandemic going around the world. Okay, so yes, we'll see. Okay, as usual, we also have an expression, an idiomatic expression, okay, an idiom or idiomatic expression, and today is no exception. Okay, so today's expression for this level is to come up with. Okay, to come up with. Now, what do I mean by that? To come up with. What is the meaning of that? Okay, to come up with means to produce something, especially when pressured or challenged. I repeat, to come up with means to produce something, especially when you're pressured or challenged. For instance, I have to come up with a name for this product. Okay, you feel the pressure, you have just designed the product, and now you need to find a name. So once again, to come up with means to produce something, especially when pressured or challenged. And one example could be, I have to come up with a name for this product. Okay, so that is today's expression, to come up with. Don't forget, there are many. This is just one more. All right, now let's take a look at some phrasal verbs because there are many as well. I would say maybe phrasal verbs and idiomatic expressions are the most difficult part of the English language. Okay, because the grammar is quite easy. I mean, quite easy compared to the languages. You need to know it, of course. But yeah, idiomatic expressions as well as phrasal verbs are probably the two most important or more difficult things in the English language to learn. Okay, so let's take a look at some phrasal verbs in the next two transparencies. This one is the next one, the other one. Okay, for example, hold up, hold up. Hold up means to wait or to delay. Hold up, yes sir, hold up. Next one means to keep away. Now, to keep away means to prevent from coming, usually near. Okay, to prevent from coming, generally or usually near, to keep away. Next one, keep up. Keep up means to stay even or ahead. Yes, keep it up, yeah. Stay even or ahead. Now, kick out. Kick out means to stop, to stall, or to disconnect suddenly. Okay, depends on the context, okay? So it could mean stop, stall, or disconnect suddenly. Now, to kick off means to start or to launch. Okay, remember, I'm sure you have heard the expression, the kick-off meeting. Okay, the kickoff meeting. Okay, right at the beginning of the year, we have a kickoff meeting to see what we're going to do And I've been in enough companies to have heard that expression before. So that phrasal verb to kick off, a kick-off meeting at the beginning of the year in different companies. Okay, knock out. I'm knocked out, man. I'm exhausted. Yes, exhaust, knock out. Now, lay down. To lay down means to put something down or stop using it. Okay, depending once again on the context. It could be to put something down or to stop using it. Lay down. Okay. To hold out. To hold out means to survive or to endure. To survive or to endure, that means hold out. So let me read them again really fast. Hold up. Keep away. Keep up. Kick out. Kick off. Knock out. Lay down, and finally, hold out. Okay, but don't go away because there are more. Okay, there are so many. I just selected two transparencies or two screens here, but there are a lot. Okay, there are phrasal verbs. It's impossible to know them all. Okay, some of them are more used than others, or more frequently used than others. Some of them are easier to learn. But let's take a look at this second screen. Okay, let's continue. Let down. Let down means to allow to descend. Okay, to let down. All right, let down. Okay, it has another meaning too. For example, to disappoint somebody. He let me down. Okay, he let me down. Other than allow to descend, that means also to disappoint somebody. Okay, now let out. To let out means to release. Yeah, the new album will be let out. Okay, to release. Okay, now to let out also means to disclose. Okay, so it has two meanings: release or disclose. Now, look after, that is one that is extremely used. To look after means to watch or protect or to keep safe. Those of you who have children, I'm sure you look after them. Of course, I have a dog, I look after my dog. So to look after means to watch or protect or to keep safe. Hello, Pablito, how are you? Good morning to you and good afternoon for me. Okay, well, thank you for connecting, Pablo. Thank you very much. It's always nice to have you with us. And don't forget, we have class on Sunday, okay? I always remind you, okay? Now, to look around means to search a place, okay? To look at, well, it could be to look at somebody, okay, or to look at something means to consider. Yeah, I'm looking at the situation here. I'm considering the situation. So depending on the context, to look for, to look after, to search for, to seek. I'm looking for my keys. I don't know where I put them. I'm looking for my keys. Okay, to look for means to search for or to seek. And to look into means to investigate, to explore, or to consider. For instance, the police are looking into the matter. Okay, there was a murder. The police are looking into the matter to find out who did it. Okay, so once again, let down, let out with two different meanings. Look after, very frequently used, as I said before. Look around, look at, look for, and look into. As you can see, look has a lot. Okay, and these ones probably are some of the easiest ones. Are the ones with look. They are frequently used and they are not too hard to learn because, again, people use them all the time in different contexts. Okay, so now the topic for today. We're going to talk about slang. Okay, and some of you maybe you don't know what the word slang means. And that's why I gave you a definition here. I gave you a little bit of explanation. Okay, now let's read it together. Slang is language. Could be words, phrases, and usages of an informal register that members of a particular in-groups, in other words, group of people, favor over the common vocabulary of a standard language in order to establish group identity, exclude outsiders, or both. In other words, a slang is not a word that you frequently use all the time. It is not exactly in the dictionary. Some of them are not. But these are used by specific groups of people depending on the country. Even in Spanish, we have some slang words in Spain that I'm sure they're different from Central and South America. So every country, whether it's an English-speaking country or Spanish-speaking country, has different slang words. So, and unless you live in the country or unless they are extremely frequently used, you don't learn them. You don't know them. So I don't know all the slang words they use in Nicaragua, for instance, or in Cuba. I don't know if I don't live there. Some of them are standard, but most of them are not. So British have some, Americans have some other ones. So anyway, so some of them are common, some of them are understood. Today I'm going to show you a few, just a few. Okay, the word itself, okay, the word slang, came about in the 18th century, okay, and has been defined in multiple ways since its conception. So it's an old word, the word slang, okay. With each definition, the implications of the slang vary. Okay, so it's a very old word, the word slang. Okay, so let's take a look at some glossary first before I give you the examples. Okay, we need to know this glossary of terms before we can understand the slang words that I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so hello, Ileana, long time no see. Where have you been, my friend? I haven't heard from you in ages. In ages. How is Juan? How is Juan? Hope you guys are doing okay. Any babies on the way? Any babies? Any dogs? I remember you wanted to have a dog and a baby, so please let me catch up with you. Let us know. How have you been? How have you been? How have you and Juan been? Well, thank you for coming back. The prodigal daughter returned. The prodigal daughter, Ileana, has returned. I miss you and Lisa a lot. A lot. I miss you both. My best two students. Oh man. Anyway, thank you for connecting today, Liana. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Say hello to Juan. Pablo, thank you also for connecting. And those of you who are listening, you're welcome to be here. Even if you don't want to say anything in the chat, I know you're there, so I thank you for connecting. Anyway, anyhow. All right, so cheers. Cheers, it's a British expression, by the way. It's an informal one, and it means thanks, okay, in British English, not in American English. So in British English, cheers means thanks, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you so much. I remember you too. You and Lisa. Anyway, so any babies? Any animals? Any dogs or cats? Please let us know, Ileana. Anyway, bloody. Bloody is also British. It's an adjective and it's offensive. Yeah, offensive. Okay, bloody can be used to emphasize a word. And again, it is a little bit offensive. Okay. Okay, Pablo is welcoming Liliana. Okay, good. Good to have a good friendship here in the channel. A racket. A racket is a noun that it means informal. It's also informal and it means a terrible noise. A racket. A racket. As a matter of fact, the other day I was doing an exercise with one of my students and we saw that expression, a racket. Okay, so really, Paulo, Ileana was the name of your nanny when you were a child. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Okay. Hello, Mario, how are you? Welcome back, Mario. Welcome back. Good morning to you. Good afternoon for me. Okay, so Ileana says no children yet. You're still young. That's true. You're very young. Any pets? Maybe any cats or dogs? Maybe you're never too young for that. Okay. Okay, so thank you for letting me be up to date with your life. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, to stink. To stink is a verb. It means to smell very bad. Okay, to stink. Yes, to stink. All right, to be out of it. Yeah, I'm out of it. It's an expression. It's informal. It means to be very tired and exhausted. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Yes, okay, something similar. An adjective. I'm shagged out. I'm very tired. It's very similar to the last one. So shagged out. He's a shagged out person. Okay. It's a very tired person. Now, to get a move on, it's also an expression, informal. All of them are very informal or colloquial, okay? So yes, to get a move on means to go fast. Come on, get a move on. Come on, go fast. I've heard that one too. Get a move on, come on. And the last one is for Christ's sake. Okay, that is an expression of anger. We have, there are three in English, as a matter of fact. There is, for Christ's sake, this one, for God's sake, and for heaven's sake. Okay, there are three of them. I repeat, Christ, God, and heaven. Of course, the three of them dealing with the Lord, but I usually don't use them. Rarely, I use them rarely, but they're there. So for Christ's sake, for God's sake, and for heaven's sake. Okay, in the example here, you will hear or you will read for Christ's sake. That's why I wrote this one. So once again, cheers. Thanks, bloody. Gloves is a word, a little offensive. A racket, a terrible noise. To stink, to smell very bad. Okay, to be out of it. To be very tired and exhausted. That's the way I feel when I finish these classes. That's the way I feel. Okay, shagged out, very tired as well. To get a move on, go faster, and for Christ's sake, for heaven's sake, or for God's sake. There are three of them. Okay. All right, so here is the situation on the left-hand side of the screen, okay? As a matter of fact, there are four situations. Okay, so let's take a look at the situations, and then I'm gonna show you different ways you can react, you can say that, okay? For example, you want to say hello, all right? You want to say goodbye, you'd like to say thanks, and you'd like to introduce someone, okay? So these are the four situations that we have ahead of us. And there are 3 ways you can say them, okay? So get ready. So once again, the situations are you want to say hello. Number 2, you want to say goodbye. Number 3, you'd like to say thanks. And number 4, you'd like to introduce someone. Okay, they're very easy, but here we go. Okay, now, formal. If you want to say hello, in a formal way, you say hello, how are you? Okay. In a relaxed way, you could say, hi, how's it going? And in an informal way, you could say, all right, mate. In the USA, or man, all right, man. In the USA, and all right, mate. In the UK, all right. So guys, once again, formal, hello, how are you? Relaxed, hi, how's it going? And informal, all right, man, or all right, mate in England. Okay, now suppose you want to say goodbye. Okay, the formal way would be goodbye. That would be goodbye. Relax, see you later. And informal, catch you later. Okay, so once again, goodbye, see you later, or catch you later. Now, what about if you would like to say thanks? Okay, now, very formally, you would say thank you very much, or thank you so much. Relax, you could say thanks a lot. And informal, in England, you would say cheers, mate. And in America, you would say cheers, buddy. So, buddy is a slang, for instance, okay? So, once again, thank you very much, or thank you so much. Relaxed, thanks a lot. And informal, cheers, mate, or cheers, buddy. Okay. Now, the last one, you would like to introduce someone, okay? In a very formal way, you would say, hey, I'd like you to meet Susan. Yeah, that is very formal. I'd like you to meet Susan. Relax to say, oh, have you two met? Have you two met? And informal or very colloquial to say, Mike, this is Susan. Okay. So once again, let me read them for the last time. Hello, how are you? Formal. Relax. Hi. How's it going? Informal. All right, mate, man. Or all right, mate. Formal. Goodbye. Relax. See you later. Informal. Catch you later. Formal. Thank you very much. Relax. Thanks a lot. And informal. Cheers, mate. Or cheers, buddy. And the last one. Formal. I'd like you to meet Susan. Relax. Have you two met? And informal. Mike, this is Susan. Okay, so again, these are different ways to say hello, goodbye, thanks, or to introduce someone. Okay, I personally use the formal one. Okay, however, when I was there in America among friends, I sometimes use the relaxed or the formal way. Okay, so it depends who you're with and who you are talking to. Okay, with professors at the university, obviously I use the formal version. And with friends and colleagues, I use either the relaxed or the informal. Okay, all right. Now, let's continue with 4 more situations. Okay, here we go. Now, the situations are the following. Following for this one's a little bit more complicated. Number 1, you want to tell someone that the music is too loud. Okay, hey, come on, I'm trying to sleep or I'm trying to study. So you want to tell someone that the situation is, or the music, rather, that the music is too loud. That is situation number 1. Second one is you want to tell your friend that he or she smells. Number 3, you want to tell somebody you are too tired to go out. No, I'm just tired. I don't want to go out. And number 4, you want to tell you want your best friend to drive a bit faster. So you're with someone in his or her car, and you're in a hurry. And you come on, go faster. We're gonna be late. So once again, 4 situations, and here are the winners. Okay, let's begin with the first one. Remember, you want to tell someone that the music is too loud. Okay. So the formal way would be, would you mind turning the radio down, please? Okay, that's formal. Would you mind turning the radio down? That's a very nice and polite way of saying it. Relax. Could you turn that down? Could you turn that down? And informal, turn the bloody racket off. That is the slang version. That is British, by the way. So turn the bloody racket off. Okay, okay, that's in case you want to tell someone that the music is too loud. All right, let's go on with the second one. You want to tell your friend that he or she smells. That is a difficult one. Okay, so formally you would say, has anybody noticed terrible smell here? Has anybody noticed terrible? How formal can you be, you know? And relax, you could say, did anybody forget to take a shower this morning? Did anybody forget to take a shower this morning? Okay, and in a formal way it means you stink. Period. Plain and simple, you stink. That is not only informal, that is impolite. But some people, they don't bite their tongues. So, situation number 3. You want to tell someone or somebody you are too tired to go out. Okay. So formally you could say, I'm afraid I'm feeling a bit sleepy right now. I'm afraid I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So in a relaxed way, you could say, I'm feeling really out of it right now. Out of it, remember? So I'm feeling a bit, or I'm feeling really out of it right now. And an informal way, and using the slang, you could say, I'm shagged out. I'm shagged out. In other words, I'm dead. So I'm not going to. Okay, and the last one, you want your best friend to drive a bit faster, okay? You're in a hurry and she or he's driving slowly, and you'd say formally, excuse me, would you mind going a bit faster? Would you mind going a bit faster? Remember, this is not your car, he or she's driving. Now, a more relaxed way, if you know him or her well, you could say, you could go a little faster, come on, you could go a little faster. And an informal way, you would say, get up and move on for Christ's sake. Come on. Get a bloody move on for God's sake, for Christ's sake, and for heaven's sake. But come on, go faster. Get a bloody move on. All right. So, I don't know which one you would use. Again, it depends who you're talking to. I don't know. I'd say use more the relaxed one. Don't use the informal. But again, unless you're extremely angry and you know him or her well. So once again, the music is too loud. Would you mind turning the radio down, please? Relax. Could you turn that down? And informal, turn that bloody racket off. Okay. Now, you want to tell somebody that he or she smells. Formal. Has anybody noticed that terrible smell here? Relax. Did anybody forget to take a shower this morning? And the last one, you stink, man. Or girl, you stink. Come on, take a shower. You stink. Okay. And the next one, you're just too tired. You could say formally, I'm afraid I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm a bit sleepy right now, so I'm not going out. Relax. I'm feeling really out of it right now. I'm out of it, so forget it. And the last one, I'm shagged out. I'm shagged out. That is British. I repeat, I'm shagged out. And the last one, you want your friend to drive faster. Formally, would you mind going a little bit faster? Come on, please. Relax. You go a little faster, yeah. And informal, get up and move on for Christ's sake. We're going to be late and it's going to be your fault. Okay, so depending on how angry you are, or how late you are, you maybe want to use the last one. So, again, these are just a few examples of expressions that you can use. Some of them are British, some of them are American. You can get a combination. I don't know which ones you use in your country when you translate. But yes, they give us a good idea of what slang words are. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new today. I've used some of them, not all of them. I never use for Christ's sake, God's sake, or heaven's sake. I never use that. But it depends on the person. Okay, so changing the topic completely. Okay, moving on to something else. Today we're going to talk about one of the countries or one of the cities, as we've been doing for the last few weeks. Remember, we've been studying or learning about Madrid, London, New York, Paris, and today it is Rome's turn. All right, for those of you who have been watching the videos, you're already familiar with it. For Eliana, it's something new. So, Eliana, for the last few weeks, we've been studying different cities around the world. A few facts about the cities. I mean, we're not going to go into detail. But today it is Rome's turn, okay? Country, of course, Italy. Elevation above sea level, 21 meters or 69 feet. The area, 1,285 square kilometers or 496.3 square miles. It's pretty big. Population is also over 4 million, 4.3 or 3. Less than in Madrid. In Madrid, we have 6.6. New York, remember, they had 8 something or close to 9 million. So this is what about. It's not too bad. Famous for a million things. Rome is famous. I selected just a few, as I've been saying. Okay, interesting. Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. Have you ever been to Rome, Liliana, with Juan? Have you ever been there? I don't know. Please let us know. Let us know if you have ever been there. Last week we studied Paris, if I remember. So, Eliana, have you ever been to Paris or Rome? If you haven't, I highly recommend you both. I prefer Paris, but Rome is nice too. I've been to both, and I prefer Paris. It's more romantic. So, Juan and you, two romantic a romantic couple, you could go to Paris. Maybe you've been there. I don't know. Let me know. So, anyway, St. Peter's Basilica, built in the year 1506. Okay, quite a few years ago. Still impressive. I was there. It's Impressive, I mean, totally impressive. One of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen. The Colosseum, built between the years 72 and 80 AD, a long time ago, yes. It's very ruined. Not yet. We'd like to be there soon. Okay, all right. If you stop by Madrid, please give me a call. Ileana, give me a call. So yeah, the Colosseum, it's almost ruined, but still there, still standing. So the Trevi Fountain on the right-hand side, top right-hand corner of the screen, you can see the picture there. Beautiful. Fountain built in 1732, a few years ago too. 1732, but it's newer than the St. Peter's Basilica. So the Pantheon. The Pantheon was an old Roman temple built in the year 126 AD. Nowadays it is a church. Okay, I didn't go inside. I saw it from the outside, but I didn't go inside. The Piazza de España. Okay, that is what they call in English Spanish stairs with 135 steps. I've seen that. It's beautiful. I took a few pictures. Okay, and what else? Of course, Roma Forum. Roma Forum, very close to the Colosseum. Those are ruins of ancient government buildings. Okay, they're very old, but still there are a few ruins. Quite interesting to see, I think. And of course, Vatican City, recognized as an independent country since the year 1929. Okay, there are many more things to visit in Rome, to see in Rome. But again, these are, in my opinion, some of the most important ones. Again, it's not a lesson dedicated to Rome, so I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can see if you go there. So, okay, Pablo says the movie Roma. I think it's I don't remember the title. I believe it's a comedy. Pablo, it is a comedy. Yeah, vacations in Rome or holidays in Rome or something like that. I believe it's a comedy. But yeah, you can see a little bit of the city. Vacations in Rome, yes. I think once again it's a comedy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, there are so many movies that have been filmed in Rome. A lot of movies. So in New York and in Paris, of course, in Madrid, a few too. So yes, when you watch those movies, you get a good feeling of the city. So in case you're gonna go, so then when you have watched enough movies, you go to the city and say, "Oh, this looks familiar," because I've seen it already. Okay, that's what happened to me when I went to New York. Yeah. So let's move on now to our interesting fact. Okay, remember in every lesson, I bring you an interesting fact, and this is no exception. I hope you like it. I found it interesting. It goes like this. Okay, count on it. No, the expression is count on it. Yeah, thank you for the comment. The expression is count on it. Okay, count on it. Count on it. Or count on us also if we ever go to Spain. Yeah, count on it. Count on it. I mean, if we ever go to Europe, count on it. In other words, yeah, we will call you. We will call you. Well, please do. Please do. Okay. So elephants are tremendous distance swimmers. I had no idea about that. They can swim for up to 6 hours. My God, 6 hours. And 25 miles, which is the same as 48 kilometers. Wow, that's a lot. They are so buoyant that if they tire in the water, they can just rest by by floating, and will not sink. So they float. They're big, but they can also use their trunk as a snorkel and dive. Wow, check it out. So let me read it again. Elephants are tremendous distance swimmers. They can swim for up to 6 hours and 25 miles, or 48 kilometers. They are so buoyant that if they tire in the water, they can just rest by floating and will not sink. All right. They can use their trunk as a snorkel and dive. Wow. Did you know that? Because I had no idea. When I checked it out today, I thought, wow, I'm going to include this in the lesson because it's very, very interesting. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Liliana. Pablo says, Roman holiday. I looked at it on YouTube without your help. Oh, well, this is one of them. It's not a comedy. I don't think it's a comedy. It's either, I don't know, a drama or a romantic movie. I don't know. No, the one that I was thinking about, it's a movie with Chevy Chase, I believe. It's a comedy with Chevy Chase, if I remember correctly. But again, there are so many movies that have been filmed in Rome that yeah. You love elephants? Maybe you want to get a pet elephant, Eliana, instead of a dog or a cat. Get a pet elephant, okay? All right, interesting. Huh? I'm glad you liked it. Okay, very good. So, today's joke. Okay, remember we also have a joke every day in every class. Never lose your sense of humor. All right. Your sense of humor is important. Okay, so here it goes. What did Area say to Perimeter while arguing? I repeat, why did What did Area say to Perimeter while arguing? It said, I'm trying to talk to you, but I feel like you're just going around my problem. Again, I'm trying to talk to you, but I feel like you're just going around my problem. So remember, this is Area talking to Perimeter here, okay? So, I know, it's a probably a joke for mathematicians, but anyway, so you want a cow? Yes, you want a cow, right? A cow and an elephant. Maybe you want to open a zoo, Liliana. Oh, poor Juan, poor Juan. Okay, so you want the baby, the dog, the cow, the yeah, oh my god. All right. So Mario, I'm glad you like the joke. Okay, good. It's for mathematicians. Like I said. Okay, so yeah, it's a good joke. It's a good joke. There are so many, but I have to select them, because there are too many, and I can only bring one per day. Again, this is not a comedy class, an English class, but okay. Pablo says, just now my feet are like elephants. Many hours working, sitting down. Yeah, take a walk from time to time, Pablo. It's not a good idea to sit down for a long time, for long periods of time. It's very important to take a walk from time to time, at least every 45 minutes, to take a 5 or 10 minute walk. So please do that, okay? Now, today's thought, interesting too. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of constantly applying basic fundamentals. I agree. So let me read it again. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. No, sir. Success is the natural consequence of constantly applying basic fundamentals. Okay, all right. One thing is to be lucky, and another thing is to be successful. It's not exactly the same, okay? So for the last time, success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of constantly applying basic fundamentals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of this wonderful lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There are 938 subscribers already. Thanks to you once again. I really appreciate your subscriptions. And so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And don't forget to click on the like button, to hit on the like button, and to share this video with those of your family members, relatives, or friends who might be interested. So please share it, okay? All right. Yeah, discipline. Yeah, you like discipline, Pablo. You're a disciplined guy. Yes. All right. If anybody wants to learn English with me, the great JC, the modest and great JC, please let me know. I have a couple of hours today, and more hours tomorrow on Sunday. Sunday, Pablo, remember, we have class on Sunday. Don't forget. Don't forget. So you're going to have classes with me. Please contact me and let me know. Let me know. Okay, now. This is all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure. Okay. Yeah, you need luck too, also. Yeah. A little bit of luck, Mario. You're right. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a nice day. I'll be back on next week on Monday with level A1, Tuesday with level A2, Wednesday B1, Thursday B2, and again on Friday with level C1. Next week we have a long weekend here in Madrid, in Spain, actually the whole country. But I'll be back. I'll be working because you're important to me. Yes, sir. You're important to me. So I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. So once again, thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.